Welcome to Columbia Lighthouse for the Blind's Where Are We Now? A digital communication series. We're pleased today to be joined by Tony Cancellosi, our president and CEO, as well as a couple of special guests, including Zanaya, one of our youth participants, and her mom, Takesha. Before we get started with hearing from them about their experiences with Columbia Lighthouse for the Blind, often referred to as CLB, our president and CEO, Tony Cancellosi, will shed some light on what CLB has been up to since we last convened at the end of 2021. Tony, how are things going here at CLB in Washington, D.C.?
Well, Jocelyn, I think spring has arrived, and that is giving CLB the opportunity to do more outreach within the community in person. We have our van all ready to go into the community, and it's already attending various free clinics around the region. And that gives us the opportunity to have more people come out because of the nice weather. And weather does play an important role when we're having our van to come out into the community. And so we're seeing more people, and we're doing more diabetic retinopathy testing and macular degeneration testing. And more importantly is we're doing more eye exams for children. And that's really something that we are proud of right now, is that the outreach we have into this region to provide screening for children is very, very important. And it gives us the opportunity to start developing some really good statistical data on what's happening within our communities for vision and vision loss. The second really important thing is that it gives us the opportunity to start gearing up for some of our summer programs. And that's going to be really important. I know that we have an Easter egg roll coming up and other events like that. But being outdoors gives us the opportunity to have more fun with our children in our children's programs. But when it comes to the adult side, we're starting to really do more outreach into the community and into the homes of people who need our services. And so our programs are really getting what I would call creative. And we're starting our FAB program, Foundation for Adjustment to Blindness, in our Silver Spring office. And that is starting to be our third and going into our fourth sessions. And so, Jocelyn, there's quite a bit going on, and our clinic is open in Silver Spring. And we've been posting more job opportunities in our government contracts. So spring is here, and we're looking forward to summer, and then the fall, and then the winter, and then Christmas all over again. We might have Christmas in July, whatever. So looking forward to it, a lot of good activities, and more importantly is more people that we're serving. And our focus clearly is on the whole family, Jocelyn, and looking at not only who we serve, but also the whole family. So that's going to be our mission this year, looking forward to working with the whole family.
Sounds great. Sounds like things are remaining productive and impactful at CLB. And we want to thank you all, listeners, for your continued support in contributing to the mission, the work that we do here daily at Columbia Lighthouse for the Blind. And to learn more about our programs and how you might refer someone listening or someone within your networks to programming here at Columbia Lighthouse for the Blind, please visit our website, clb.org. On that website, you might also make your way to the careers page, where you will see some opportunities for you to apply for employment here at Columbia Lighthouse for the Blind. Again, that's clb.org. We're also looking forward to celebrating another year of services here at Columbia Lighthouse for the Blind, as May 17 is around the corner. And as we look to that date, we are also congratulating early our students as they prepare to wrap up another academic year of learning. And this year was especially significant as the students return to in-person learning for the full academic year. And Zanaya, I'm sure you enjoyed seeing your teachers in person this year. Can you tell us a little bit about how that was and what it meant to you to see your teachers in person at your school in Washington, D.C.?
Well, I think it was I was happy to see my teachers in person, and it was better for me in person because, they could help me more accessibility wise and learning wise than it was on virtual. So it meant a lot that I could go back in person.
Oh, good. I'm so glad that it's special and meaningful for you. And we thank you, and we thank your mom for your flexibility in allowing our team to be so creative and giving you that important instruction virtually during the onset of the pandemic. Zanaya, for everyone out there listening with curiosity about teachers of the visually impaired and orientation and mobility, can you just tell us, what does that mean? What does that look like when you're in your classroom and one of your teachers comes to help you with some of your learning and your techniques and the different tools like Braille? What does that look like actually in person in the classroom? Are they sitting there in the classroom next to you?
Yes, they are sitting in the classroom with me. They're, helping me with my advocate skills and, my Braille skills and, whatever skills I'm working on, they'll help me with those. And they'll also make sure that, I get everything that I need when they sit next to me. So, yeah.
That is great. We're so proud of you. And we understand that you have already developed some professional aspirations. Is that right?
Yes, I have learned how to talk more proper due to, help from, my family, my services from CLB. And I have learned, how to travel better with the help of, my O&M teacher. So.
And where do you all travel? Give us some examples. What does travel look like for a student? Are you traveling in your school? Are you traveling to the bus stop? Where does your teacher, your mobility teacher, travel with you? How does that work?
Okay, so we will travel throughout the school. We will also travel to the bus stop. Yeah, that's what travel will look like. We would just, she would teach me how to travel more independently by myself.
Do you use a long cane for your travel?
Sorry, can you repeat that question?
Do you use a long cane for your travel?
Yes, I use a white cane for my travel.
And your teacher, your mobility instructor taught you how to use it?
Yeah, she taught me how to use it.
Great. So you're able to travel safely and independently in your school and outside of school. That's a very important skill that you need for continued development and education that will take you well into your life and your profession. And I understand from one of your teachers that you're interested in becoming a lawyer. That's exciting, Zanaya. So, Mom, Takesha, as a parent, what does it mean to you that your daughter, Zanaya, has been able to really develop some strong advocacy skills, increased confidence, communication skills, all as a result of both your parenting, her community, and Columbia Lighthouse for the Blind, and the work of its team?
Yeah, it means a lot. I remember coming into or meeting staff members of CLB, how encouraging they were as far as being there with us through the process, whether it was being at IEP meetings, talking to us about different programs that they have, whether it's the summer programs, they have work programs. They also taught us about different devices. So not knowing anything, because she wasn't born visually impaired, but not knowing anything, having CLB there to guide us through those processes meant a lot for me as a parent, where I could learn and have that support necessary to be there for my daughter.
That's great. Thank you very much. That is a strong and positive testimonial. And, you know, as a parent, what would you say to other parents listening right now as they are trying to navigate the education system? They might also be parents to youth who have recently lost their sight. How would you advise them during that time?
Well, for me, I think it's important for parents to know that CLB is an organization that's there for their support. Not being afraid to ask questions, or if there's times where you probably need someone present with you, whether it's an IEP meeting or not understanding all the services. CLB has a lot of resources and people on their team that could guide people through that. Also, involving your children in this process is very important, because it is their life, and it's their disability, so they have to be a part of decisions that are being made. So I think that including your children in calls or in meetings is going to go a long way to assist in their development. We are always going to be their advocate, but they have to have the ability to advocate for themselves when we're not there. So knowing the things that they should have available and accessible to them is very important. Always question them if they're feeling that they're getting everything else that other students are receiving in school, ensuring that that you are always a present parent, because you don't want them to overlook your child in any way.
That sounds very useful, significant guidance that you have just shared with us for parents listening and community listening, and the importance of being an advocate, being present and willing to ask those questions and seeking out information to help you and to help others in your network. You know, as Tony mentioned earlier, CLB is making a very strong, concerted effort to reach the entire family, from the youth perspective all the way to our adults, so that we're able to provide resources to the adult children of a parent, a senior parent, or to the young child who is experiencing vision loss. So having that form of connection and community is so vital in the continued development of our population. Zanaya, Takesha, would you like to share any additional information about your experiences here at Columbia Lighthouse for the Blind? What are you looking forward to as you prepare, Zanaya, to conclude another successful academic year?
Um, some of the, experience that I have with CLB, I've been taught to, be responsible with my money. I've been taught to travel places without any with any help. So I think that CLB is helped me a lot throughout this academic year, academically, physically and stuff. So yeah.
For me, I look forward, like Zanaya said, is increasing her independence. She's getting older, so of course I want her to be able to be more independent, and her orientation and mobility teacher has helped her a lot with that, like going on the buses or going to the store, teaching her about using money, and again, understanding different sounds when she's outside. So that's very important. Also her teacher, for her visual teacher, she has stepped up in many ways for Zanaya in my absence, being in the school and seeing things that could be improved to help Zanaya succeed in school. I think it was very helpful. The team is always trying to be on one accord. So I think communication has been great. In the past experiences that we've had, Zanaya has been able to go to summer camps. Zanaya has been able to go to holiday parties. She's been able to gain friends. The same thing for me. I always look forward to meeting other parents of visually impaired kids, because not only do we have each other for support, we also have each other to learn from experiences, or give that advice on things to expect, or upcoming things, if there's different age groups. So I think that's a huge blessing about being a part of CLB. So I always look forward to those things.
Oh, well, thank you. And we are so very happy and thankful that we've been a part of Zanaya's development. And we're grateful to you, to Keisha, for your parenting and your involvement throughout this process. And congratulations to you, Zanaya, for nearing the end of another academic year. So proud of you. Thank you for sharing your story with us. Tony?
Sure. Well, I want to thank you also. I think what I heard today was very inspiring, and it really makes us feel that we need to do more, but also appreciate what you're saying, and to try to improve the things that we give now. But we truly appreciate your comments today, and for both of you. And it's just wonderful to hear this. And we promise to continue the efforts to make things better.
Thank you.
Thank you all for listening. And please continue to stay tuned for another series here on Where Are We Now? A digital communications from Columbia Lighthouse for the Blind. Thank you again for your generosity in contributing to our mission, our work here at CLB. Please visit clb.org to get information on enrolling in programs and to continue your donating. We thank you for your generosity. Again, clb.org. Take care.